Usually, when people discuss Satanism, at least one person must say something like, you know, actual Satanists don't believe in demons or murder people in their name. This is just atheistic philosophy. Well, Order of the Nine Angles is an example. This is not always true. Academics have found it difficult to ascertain exact and verifiable information about the ONA's origins given the high level of secrecy it maintains. As with many other occult organizations, the Order shrouds its history in mystery and legend, creating a mythical narrative for its origins and development. The ONA claims to be the descendant of pre-Christian pagan traditions which survived the Christianization of Britain and were passed down from the Middle Ages onward in small groups or temples, which were based in the Welsh Marches, a border area which is located between England and Wales, each of which was led by a Grand Master or a Grand Mistress. Sounds like another New Age pagan group? Well, ONA members consider themselves traditional Satanists, and they are not LaVeyan Satanists, aka atheists who like edgy, dark vibes. The ONA believe that humans live within the causal realm, which obeys the laws of cause and effect. They also believe in an acausal realm, in which the laws of physics do not apply, further promoting the idea that numinous energies from the acausal realm can be drawn into the causal, allowing for the performance of magic. The Order promotes the idea that dark gods exist within the acausal realm, although it is accepted that some members will interpret them not as real entities, but as facets of the human subconscious. These entities are perceived as dangerous, with the ONA advising caution when interacting with them. Among those dark gods whose identities have been discussed in the Order's publicly available material is a goddess named Baphomet, who is depicted as a mature woman carrying a severed head. Another of these acausal figures is termed Vindex, after the Latin word for avenger. The ONA believe that Vindex will eventually incarnate as a human, although the sex and the ethnicity of this individual is unknown, through the successful presencing of acausal energies within the causal realm, and that they will act as a messianic figure by overthrowing the current forces and leading the ONA to prominence in the establishment of new society. Sounds a bit like Lovecraftian Nyarlathotep? The ONA arose to public attention in the early 1980s. During the 1980s and 1990s, it spread its message through articles in magazines. In 1988, it began publication of its own in-house journal titled Fenrir. Among material it has issued for public consumption have been philosophical tracts, ritual instruction, letters, poetry, and Gothic fiction. Its core ritual text is titled The Black Book of Satan. It has also issued its own music, painted tarot set known as the Sinister Tarot, and a three-dimensional board game known as the Star Game. The group largely consists of autonomous cells known as Nexions. The original cell, based in Shropshire, is known as Nexion Zero, with the majority of subsequent groups having been established in Britain, Ireland, and Germany. Nexions and other associated groups have been established in the United States, Australia, Brazil, Egypt, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Poland, Serbia, Russia, and South Africa. The Satanism the ONA asserts requires venturing into the realm of the forbidden and illegal in order to shake the practitioner loose of cultural and political conditioning. It should undermine society and establish its own imperium. ONA texts such as the Dressian Way, Iron Gates, Bluebird, and the Rape Anthology recommend and praise rape and pedophilia, even suggesting rape is necessary for ascension of the Übermensch. And all of this is not some posturing by wannabe villains, hoo we are so evil. The FBI officially considers ONA Nexion 764 and its offshoots terrorist organizations. According to a global project against hate and extremism, 764 operates within the framework of the broader ONA, which advocates the destruction of society through criminal acts such as violence, sexual assault, murder, and terrorism, and it's implicated in a network of online cults that exploit and groom children. As of November 2023, Finnish police was investigating at least 3 terrorism cases connected to ONA. Russian Sergei Cholkov, nicknamed Nosferatu, allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl several times in his car. Then in an apartment on Moscow Zavodskaya Street, Cholkov is a member of a Russian Nexion according to the police. Was arrested with ONA literature and was tattooed with satanic occult symbols. In December 2024, a high school student in Guadalajara, Mexico, broadcasted himself attacking his classmates with an axe. His social media post showed his allegiance to the Order of the Nine Angles, including blood pacts. 23-year-old Hugo Figueroa, member of the ONA, was arrested in late February 2025 in Spain for frightening a mass shooting and bombing in Valencia. A Wisconsin teen is alleged to have killed his father and mother on February 11, 2025, and planned to assassinate Donald Trump to save the white race and start a revolution. The teen was also in possession of ONA material and identified himself as a member of ONA. So, when you are watching a horror about some satanic evil global conspiracy and someone says, actually real-life Satanists are not like that, you can answer, actually some of Satanists are exactly like that. ONA members describe themselves as Satanists, but their core concept, existence of the acausal reality, which denies established rules of logic and science, and bizarre dark gods which are connected to it, and which are dangerous to be contacted, makes them potential antagonists in the Lovecraftian story as an eldritch cult. Just using Satan as a name recognizable in the culture, well, is Satan not just one of the faces of Nyarlathotep? And their behavior sounds very similar to the credo of the cult of Cthulhu. Then the liberated old ones would teach them new ways to shout and kill and revel and enjoy themselves, and all the earth would flame with a holocaust of ecstasy and freedom. Want to give your players or readers real chill? What about making the characters fighting ONA And when your audience do the search on internet, be shocked by the revelation that those mad degenerates actually exist and are just as evil as those in the story.